Kaylee from G's Videos. Welcome back to my channel. This is my first time being live on YouTube, so hopefully it all goes well. I've been trying to fix my settings and make sure that everything is fine, so hopefully it's going to be great. I've put a message on my Facebook group, so if you're here from Facebook, hello, welcome. Please leave a message in the group so I know that you've come from there and we can have a small chat. I wanted to come on today. I haven't been on in around 2 weeks. It's been a really busy time here. I'm preparing for my new students, so I've been a little bit busy. I'm sorry about that. And the weather has been incredibly hot, so I've just been taking some time to get everything ready and working in my classroom. As you can see, I'm not in my classroom today. I'm streaming from home because I've had so many people messaging me asking me about writing skills. Writing skills is something that I used to really focus on when I was at university. It's what I also did my master's and my dissertation in about helping people to learn how to write effectively as a non-native speaker in exams and these kinds of things. So I wanted to come on and talk to you about one type of writing. I can see someone saying, hi Iris, nice to see you. I know that you've come from Facebook, I remember your name, so thank you for joining me. How are you? So the type of writing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is a summary. I've had some people sending me messages about writing summaries, how to do it, what is it? So basically, a summary is a piece of writing that identifies the key points, the key elements of a piece of work. And this piece of work can be anything. It can be a piece of writing. It can also be a movie. You know, it can be absolutely anything that we've seen or that we've read, and we want to summarize it and talk about the main points. So the way in which you write a summary, the best way to remember it is to remember the key question words. And these key question words are words like who, what, where, when, and why. Okay, so those are the questions that you want to answer. So after reading a text or watching a movie or reading a book, if you want to summarize it, is where we think about these key questions and we just take those key words, those key answers, and we write something which is much shorter than the original text or the original piece of work that we've looked at. So you want to think about things like who, okay? So this can be, you know, who are the main characters? Who are the people that present themselves in the article? Who is the author of the article or piece of writing? So you want to include those types of information in your summary. You also want to think about what. What is the key storyline? And this one can be more difficult because often we have several different things that are happening at the same time in a story. Okay, so then you need to break down and identify, okay, what is the key story here, what is the key idea, and that's the one that you want to use in the summary. And of course you want to think about things such as when as well. What time period is this taking place in? What's happening in the situation? Now, I teach GCSE writing and my students have to write a summary, and we always use a formal format. And that means that we avoid using informal language, which are things such as contractions, you know, using things like I'm instead of I am. And having said that, we always try to avoid those kinds of words as well, personal pronouns. So we try to avoid using I, you, we, because a summary is really just about talking about the main points and the key elements. So we really want to avoid putting in our personal opinion, because a summary is not meant to do that. A summary is just there to share those key points. So we try to avoid those kinds of things. And then we try to use more formal language. So a good thing to use in a summary are linking words, and linking words or transitional words are words such as furthermore, also, moreover. And if you want to contrast something, you can say however, on the other hand. And that's really good because it shows the order in which things are happening, and it gives your writing what I call flow. Okay, and that means that your writing is very easy to read, you can follow it through very easily, and people can see at what point in the summary they are, or at what point in the story are you talking about. So I think those are the key things to remember when you're writing a summary. For essay writing, I actually have a mini series here on YouTube. So I highly, highly recommend that you subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have, you can check out those videos. I believe there are 4 now, and it splits the essay into each section. So there's a video dedicated to introduction writing and how to write a good body paragraph. And I think that that particular video is very helpful for all types of writing, because you want your paragraph to have a very smooth transition and make sure that you have all the key points in there before you move on. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is I have been getting ready for my new students. My new students are arriving next week. It's my last week off from my vacations. And I've been ordering my new school books. And there was one that I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit. This is the book I'm going to be teaching one of my classes for next year. And I've chosen this book because it uses TED Talks. And this is something so many people ask me, oh, how can I improve my listening, and how can I improve my ideas of Western culture or culture around the world? So TED Talks, I think, is absolutely one of the best ways to improve your English. You can find them in so many different languages, but of course I recommend listening to it in English, and you can usually also find the subtitles in your native language. So I think it's excellent because it allows people to listen to real world ideas and real things in English, but you can also access it in your native language as well. So if you have some difficulty with understanding, you can check those ideas by using the subtitles. I think that they are so fantastic for helping us to learn about the world. I think when you learn another language, you aren't just learning how to communicate with someone else. You're also trying to open your mind to different ideas and things that are happening in people's lives. And to do that, we also have to understand other people's cultures, not just one of an English-speaking country, but we have to learn about all other cultures and also your own, you know, especially when you want to talk about it in English or in another language. You know, there's a lot of vocabulary and a lot of words that are particularly difficult to use. So we need to be able to do that and communicate those ideas confidently. And I think TED Talks is a really fantastic place to start. They have so many topics, you know, so many different speakers who give presentations. They are experts in their field, and you can find talks about absolutely anything, which is the other thing that I really like, because you have to start with things in English that you find very interesting. I think that when you find something interesting, you're far more likely to, you know, engage with it and want to learn about it and want to improve, because we have to have an interest in what we're learning. This is why I always try to avoid just teaching, you know, English grammar. I think that it's very important that it always links to something that we need in our daily lives, in our real lives. Because that's what's very important at the end of the day. We have to be able to communicate, chat with people, and to be able to survive in these, you know, daily conversations, these daily situations that we find ourselves in at work or if we're traveling. So these kinds of things. So those are the things that I really wanted to talk about today. The first one being how to write a summary, the things that it should include. I'm hoping to make a short video on that in the coming weeks, just to go through the main things and the basic ideas, and to hopefully show you guys, to hopefully show you guys some examples of very good summary writing, especially as I'm heading back to school. Hopefully some of my students would like to be involved, and I can get them to show some of their writing so you can see the kinds of things that you should be doing. But I definitely recommend checking out my videos, especially about body paragraph writing. I think it's very useful for any type of writing that you want to do. And also to talk to you a little bit about TED Talks. I'll put some of the links in the description or in the comments so that you can go and check them out. But I really think that as an English teacher, they are one of the most helpful online tools that people can use to learn about real world issues and problems, and more importantly the solutions, how to overcome it. It's great for our listening ability because we're listening to different people, different accents from all over the world, and we're also really broadening our horizons, which means we are opening our minds to listen and think about other things in different ways from different viewpoints, which is so important when you're studying another language. In English, often speaking is tested, and that means that you can understand viewpoints of other people and you can apply them to different situations and figure out how to fix things, how to fix problems, solve problems, and just giving your opinion in an unbiased way. And I think TED Talks is really helpful for that. I am actually currently working on redesigning my YouTube and Facebook. When I started this account, I really wanted it to be more about my personal life, which I still really want to share with you all. But I found that making videos in English and helping people has been really beneficial to you guys and also to me. I think it makes me a better teacher to keep practicing and having this space where I can communicate with other teachers, other students, and it's been really great for me. But as I said, I'm thinking about redesigning it a little bit. So I'm considering changing my name. Currently it's G's Videos, but I'm hoping to change it to possibly English with Kaylee or Learn with Kaylee. And I'd really like your guys' input. I don't know which one is going to be better, Learn with Kaylee or English with Kaylee. So maybe after you've watched this video, you can leave me a comment and let me know which one you think is going to be better. And then hopefully in the coming weeks, I'll have everything rebranded and up and running. I just want to take this minute to say thank you to everyone who's been following me. My Facebook group has grown so quickly, and all of a sudden I've noticed I've got lots of new followers on YouTube. So I want to say thank you. I hope that my videos can help you, and please feel free to leave me a comment with any videos you'd like to see in the coming weeks or coming months, and I'll try my best to get round to them. Okay, have a lovely day, evening, morning, whatever you're doing, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe and stay happy, and good luck with your English learning journey. Bye guys.